What's up, everybody? This your girl Kiwan, and I am back, baby. Can we talk about the double lives of the Suburban Wives? Season 1, Episode 1, Risky Business. Let me know what y'all think if y'all want me to continue to review this show. I actually like it, so I am going to continue to review it. Okay. I'm sorry, I just waste water on my shirt. So yeah, before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Also, make sure you hype up this video if the option is there to hype me up. Make sure y'all hype up the videos. Definitely appreciate it, y'all. Definitely appreciate the hype for your girl. Okay. Again, I'm still on the road to 1K. I know that I'm going to get there in a time I'm supposed to get there. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get into this. So we meet Tammy. Tammy is the head pimp in charge. Okay. Tammy, I guess, is in charge of the girls who live in the suburban, the hood suburban streets, the hardcore suburban streets, okay, with her husband Drew. Okay, Drew give me I am with the shits. Okay. And they have kids. Okay. So not only is she's living in her real truth, but she heavy in the church, and she heavy, I guess, in ministry life and all of those things. And she is the nucleus, from my understanding. She seemed like she's the nucleus of the group, which probably means she's probably going to get on my nerves the most. Okay? We meet Brianna. Brianna is second in command and is besties with Tammy. She is married to Phil, and they have one kid. Okay? We'll get into all of that. So, Macy is the church girl, because she gonna piss me off doing this the entire time. Okay, she said. Faith in church is a part of her life. Macy is also in a traditional marriage with Jim, and they also have a kid. Okay? I wish in this show they had not shown their children, though. I wish, just for the sake of, and I guess for normalcy, they're showing their children, and I'm pretty sure that their kids know, what happens. But I wish that they had not did that. Anyway, we meet Heather. Heather is a full-time mom whose kids, that son, because we need to delve into Heather a little bit more. He was very disrespectful AF. But the way Tammy described Heather, as if she was like just a problematic somebody. She was like, she was pregos in high school. She said she has a ton of kids, and I'm like, damn, she only got 3. What are you talking about, Tammy? Like, Tammy is going to get on my nerves. And then she was like, she never know. She was like, I never know. I mean, she said Tammy may not know what an organized, calm life is. And I'm looking at Tammy like, girl, you can manifest yourself down to hell. Okay? It's just the way she described Heather's life. And because she feel like, for me, this is my opinion, she feel like Heather's life is not as cookie cutter as her perfect life. She didn't want to make it seem like, Heather's life is so messy. I don't know. I ain't like that. But we gonna keep going. Megan was a teacher, and she got a whole bunch of degrees. We don't know what she got all her degrees in, but she got degrees. Okay? Everyone in her family, they work for the funeral business. And I was looking, I was like, is that her husband driving a hearse to the picnic? But maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I was like, girl, what? Don't be tacky. Don't be tacky. So apparently Bree and Megan, they used to be down like 4 flats. But then something happened in between. They don't want to address it. And so now it has put a little dent in the collective. Okay, kind of like Bell Collective. So they put a little dent. That puts a little dent in the collective. And I was like, so did y'all bump cats and just something went wrong? I like this show. Okay, this is the Suburban Raggedy edition. Okay, so Miss Emily. So apparently Emily is supposed to be this wild card. She is married and she also have 3 kids, but we don't know much about Emily. It feels like the girls are not favorable of Emily, and we gonna find the hell out why. Okay, Emily, I don't know. I'm gonna keep all my opinions about these people to myself. So then Tammy, we back at Tammy, the head pimp in charge. Okay, so Tammy is a plant person. And again, as I stated, she may work on my damn nerves the most. It is something about her that just pisses me off already. She's a cat lady, and she has over 100 plants in the house. And then we talk about her and Drew, her husband. Her and Drew met in college. They've been together for almost 15 years. Both of their kids look exactly like one kid looked like him and the other kid looked like her. So she was a registered technician. And she's been in that position for like 20 years. When she experienced her miscarriage in between her daughter Brooklyn and her son Cohen, she decided then that she was going to be a stay-at-home mom. When she finally got pregnant with Cohen, her pregnancy was high risk, and because of that, she had to quit her. No, it was after that, the high risk pregnancy with Cohen, she had to quit her job. And she said that her husband, Drew, was actually able to cover all of the bills and take care of the responsibility of the house until COVID happened. Once COVID happened, they needed to figure out a way to make some shmoney. Okay? So Tammy, her new job she is a caricature named Erica Swings online, and she make adult content. And I just was looking at her like, girl, you know your church finna give you and the rest of these hoes these walking papers, but okay, I'm not mad at it. Make your money. Work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. Hold on. So we find out when Tammy first started, she had no self-confidence or whatever. And Drew had to pump her up and was like, first of all, give us a back shot and then we could go from there. So I'm assuming we just gonna call Drew her husband pimp. Okay? He is the husband pimp. Alright? So now she wrestling between, I guess, her flesh and her making money. Girl, if y'all watch Jasmine versus the 20 Christians, okay, can you manifest yourself out of hell? Girl. Oh my God. Medea said y'all be letting Jesus take the fun out of y'all. Ooh, y'all Christians work on my nerves. That's what Medea said. Y'all really do work on my nerves sometimes. Anyway, this is not what this is about. So she's wrestling with God and, her job. Girl, I was like, girl, work ain't honest, but it pay the bills, ma'am. And if this job is paying the bills and y'all have a whole lot of money, okay, pop it for pimp. You understand? Okay, give the back shots. Okay? Spread your coochie on the worldwide internet. Okay? If you got the money for the money. You understand? Okay. A great poet said, make that money. Don't let it make you. Oh my God. Anyway, y'all, I'm not trying to be funny, but it is true. People really do wrestle with that. And like a lot of us, we are now understanding that that religion is a social construct. It keeps you boxed in. And I'm only telling y'all what I know. And again, I know a lot of saints because I was in church Monday through Sunday. Not really Monday through Sunday, but Sundays, Wednesdays, Saturdays, some Fridays, revival. I was always there. I worked in the church. Like, I did all of it. And I just was always in this box. Really put myself in this box, understanding that there are some things I just could not do. But there was this level of, I never felt a level of freedom in my life because I was boxed in. I didn't feel like I was worthy. I was always feeling low and lowly, and I just never felt great about myself. And even being in the doors of the church, because the people in there, they give you love. Not everybody, but there are people in there that have the capacity to love and to be understanding to you. But being in the walls, being in there, I understood that in my life, in my duty, it was for me to treat people with kindness and respect. And if you couldn't do that, my philosophy, and I still live with this philosophy, is I ain't got to fool with you. I don't have to forgive you. I just ain't got to fool with you. It is what it is. So I get it. Feeling like you're confined. This religion just have us confined, and have us confined pretty bad, and it judges you. And I know people, even if I tell them just share this part of me, and even if I just walk back in the church doors, the love is there, y'all. The people, the love is there. But there are some people who can live this lifestyle, walk in the church, and they'll be judged just based on them making money. But it's no different than the preacher preaching up there. Meanwhile, he have a whole lot of hoes in the congregation. You're no different than the woman that's here making her money. Like, I think that sometimes that's one of the things I don't understand, but that is a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. We'll have to get into religion one day. Anyway, if this is you and you're a highly religious, okay, and if you feel like what I'm spreading is rhetoric, I know the Bible, I know the word, I know how to pray. And just because you may not see me in nobody's church house or even in my own church home doesn't mean I can't pray for you or pray you under a table. Understand that. And again, I treat people with kindness when no one is looking. That, to me, is, everybody don't have the ability to do that. And I ain't got to really say all of that, but I'm just saying, like, being able to treat people, the way you want to be treated. So yeah, all I'm saying is you can come under your comments with the religion, and that's okay. And will I entertain it? Absolutely not. Is it going to change me? Absolutely not, because I've learned not to let those things sway me or change me as I used to do. I stand in who I am. I know who I am now. And I think with these women, you need to stand in who you are and know who you are, because being in those spaces suppresses them. And this what they're doing is their way. Them and their husbands are not acting out their suppression, but they're living the life that they've always wanted to live. And then there's still shame behind it because they're still ashamed of it. Meanwhile, their husbands got they're backed up 100% by their husbands. Anyway, we see Tammy and Macy. Macy understands that Tammy does adult content, but she comes from a traditional background. And I'm looking at, after Macy explained all of this, I was like, girl, really? Anyway, Macy and Jim have been married for 6 years. Macy thinks, and so, you know, she go into, you know, the delve between her, you know, her and her family dynamics. So she's out with Tammy, and she sees two people with a phone or whatever, and she thinks someone is taking a picture of them. Macy doesn't want any parts of any of this, so she goes to her car. She has a wig that she wears as a disguise. And I was just looking at Macy like, girl, the way I would have cussed her the hell out, because I don't want you around me. And you signed up for this TV show. Like, you signed up for this TV show, so you trying to be secretive, and you putting on this wig. I just didn't understand. Like, do you want to get caught? Anyway, come to find out, you are also in adult content with that thick ass wig that you just put on. Okay? I was pissed off at that. I was like, don't piss me off with this wig you got on, because that wig was really pissing me off. So you are into adult content as well, and I was like, girl, you are showing your coochie online just like Tammy showing her coochie online. So for you to sit here and act like you so above and so traditional is wild to me. Wild to me. The fact that your name is Church Girl is wild to me. You've been wanting to be this person. Be it. So we meet Jim. Jim is Macy's husband. That's her husband pimp too. Okay? Even though they're not pimping them, but they're okay with what their wives are doing. It's not a secret between them and their husbands. So anybody outside of y'all marriage who got something to say, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. People are going to frown upon things that they choose not to understand. And that is just what it is. And people want to understand it, and people want to be as expressive. They want to live out loud, but they choose not to because they feel like they can't. And because they can't, and because they put themselves in a box, and they allow religion to put them in a box, they're going to continue to judge from said box. Okay? Anyway, let me get off my high horse. So, y'all really sitting around here worried about y'all sins, but when the money come in, baby, do y'all be really worried about them sins? Okay? I don't think so. The truth y'all living in, it doesn't really matter. Like, if you're happy doing this, because it seems as though these women are really happy, it's just when they are found out. And when they have to tell other people, who said you have to tell other people? If they find out, let them find out. If they approach you, tell them what it is. And if they don't like it, they can get up out of y'all face. They don't need to be in y'all space. Again, everybody's not going to be happy for y'all. And everybody's going to speak against this. Anyway, we found out Macy's dad is a pastor. He doesn't know. And I was like, girl, your daddy probably watch so much adult content. Girl, please. Tammy, we see Tammy and Phil. Brianna and Phil. So Brianna and Phil and his mustache, they're married. They have a daughter, and she has a master's degree. So Phil and his mustache, they were laid off, and her salary wasn't enough to support the house, the bills, etc. She was actually a school teacher, and now she's no longer a teacher, but she does adult content. She have like a closet full of negligees. I was like, come on, okay? It was given Fredericks of Hollywood, okay? So she kept losing all of her teaching jobs because of what she does online. She went from making $1,000 a month to now making a couple $100,000 a month. Baby, the way I be I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Listen. Be giving, cause I got a whole lot of back, okay, and I got a reputation to uphold, okay, and I am a lady, okay, and I don't believe in showing my ass crack to everybody for some money, okay. I'm sorry, but hey, it is what it is. So, Tammy and Brianna, they have a conversation about whatever's going on between Megan and Brianna. And I just want to know, are you in the middle of this, Tammy? Like, I don't know, but when you look at the season to come, whatever it is, Brianna just don't want to talk about it. And I just feel like, can y'all let us know or don't bring it up at all? We need to know before the end of the season is over. After that, we don't want to hear about it in season 2. Okay? So, Macy and Jim are having dinner with their family. And again, you're suppressed. And girl, it is what it is. Live out loud. Live your life. Do what you need to do. So then we get to Jim's hold down. And Phil and his nasty man mustache is also in adult content, okay? It seems as though, again, on what's to come, I don't know if Phil is one of his, okay, because outside of what is going on between, what is going outside of the content. Sir, you better not, because I don't know. We gonna see. So Brianna and Megan have a conversation, and Megan's face talking to Brianna is very dry. Like, I don't know what Brianna did, but the way Megan is looking at her, and I think Megan is annoyed because it feels like you're sitting on here acting like you don't know why this lady is really pissed off. You keep acting like and talking to Tammy like, oh my God, I don't know what I done. You know exactly what the hell you done. You know exactly why this lady mad. And we just want to know why so we can stop asking. We don't want to keep asking this question every week. Don't piss us off. Anyway, Megan said they don't have a resolve. Megan walks off. Brianna says that, she's not ready to talk about what happened between those two. And so now we're still here. Okay, and it's only episode 1. I'm going to give y'all a few episodes before y'all need to bring this shit to the sunlight. Okay? So Tammy, Brianna, Macy, they all go to the gym. And Brianna lets them know what happened between the conversation that she had with Brianna. Well, nothing really happened. She let them know nothing really happened. There was really no resolve, and we're just here. We see some people staring at the ladies, and so the fourth wall, of course, has been broken because production went to the ladies and told them that you have to leave the gym because the employees notice Brianna, and they want her out, and they don't want no parts of anything. They don't want no cameras or anything like that. So they kicked her out of the gym. And I feel like that was a stupid move, because unless you're working for Planet Fitness or like, PF or, the other chains, if this was like a gym that you actually own and this was your personal gym, I definitely would have welcomed them in here and would have put the name of my stuff out there. I'm just saying. I'm not saying that it would have been synonymous with what they do on online content, but putting it out there on the TLC show would have probably been beneficial. And it probably would have brought in more people, because he probably been like, oh, that's them girls who be on OnlyFans. I'm about to start going to the gym. Like, you just never know what life may take you. Okay? Anyway, this was the end of the episode. I thought it was pretty good, so I'm going to keep following it, y'all. I'm also going to give y'all, because I don't have anything tonight on OWN, so I'm definitely going to be working through content today. So I will give Soul Food, Next Gen NYC. I'm just really trying to catch up with those two. So I can really sit and do my little schedule before everything start to return. Because y'all know I am picking up Love and Marriage Huntsville. I am picking up something else. Whatever's coming on, whatever I did pick up, I'm picking it back up, except for Housewife shows. Y'all already know how I feel about that. So yes, that is all I have, y'all. This is your girl Q-Wine, reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself. I will see y'all in the next video. Do not forget to let me know what y'all think in the comments. All right, bye.